Hi people, my name is Jude Design. Today we'll be doing this amazing design on Adobe Photoshop. First of all, every images that was used on this design were downloaded on Pinterest. So if you want to download PNG files and JPEG, you can go to www.pinterest.com to download every image that you want. So come on, let's go to Photoshop. Now this is our Canva. So what I will do next is let's first of all double click on this one, come to fast and gradient overlay. So now I'm using this gradient and make sure your O is on radial. So I will just show you the color code. I already have the color code already, and I will double click on this one and still show you the color code. So I'll okay and okay. So the next step I'll be doing, let me lock this one. The next step I'll be doing is to bring in my image, my PNG file, which I downloaded on Pinterest. Good. So what I'll do next is to create a new layer, and I'll go to my brush tool, and I'll make sure my brush tool is on soft round pressure size. Let me increase the size with the keyboard. Good. So my opacity should be around 50 something, 60 something. My flow 66 is okay. Then I will just reduce the size a little bit and just click, and I'll click again. We just need that white lightning background in the background. I think this one is good. Yeah. So what I will do next is to hold on a sec. Good. I'll create a new layer on top of my image, and I'll go to text and just let me change the font from Pumping to Saira. You can download that Saira on googlefonts.com. So I'll click on this one and I'll just type in I'll just type all my text. This is styled fashion. Don't worry about the big cap. We'll change that on characters panel later on. So this is popular. Okay, let me draw this one a bit. This should be general favor. Good. Favor, and this should be gateways. Okay, so what I will do is double click on the layer, and I'll go to my properties panel, and I will remove the cap on this steel. Good. Now it's small letters, so I'll go to Windows, I'll go to characters if you don't already have it, and I will just play around with these ones to reduce the spacing. Good. I think I'll put the spacing on 4. I think this one is good. Yeah. So let me style this one a bit. Hold on a second. Okay, I think I prefer it on big caps. I don't know, whichever one that works for you is fine. So what I will do next is to go to my filter, blur, Gasha blur, and just blur this one a little bit. I'm blurring that lightning we put on the back so it will blend with the background. It's very, very important. Oh, sorry, too much. Just play around with it till you are satisfied. So I think I will leave mine at 100 at 12, 9 or 104. 104 is fine. Can you see it has blended with the background? So I created a new layer, and I will still go to text, and I will change the font to Pumping, and I will change it to black. Yeah, and I'll just type in vote army now. Good. Let me see on force. Okay, .com. Good. So I will just manually change this one. Okay, I'll manually scale this one. I think this one is perfect. You can also use the character panel to scale this one, whichever way that works for you. So I'll bring in my QR code. It's on my download. I also downloaded it on Pinterest. So I'll just scale the QR code downwards. Okay, yeah, I think this is cool. So I would go to my text again, my text layer, and I'll Control T on my keyboard and just arrange it upward. Yeah, it's now the middle. I think this is perfect. Okay, so my next step is sorry about the outside noise. Group everything together and just merge layers. So I'll Control J to duplicate it, and I would come to text. Let me first of all create a new layer in the middle. I'll come to text and I will choose the vertical text, click on one part, and I'm still using pumping, so I will just type in vote, VOTE. Okay, I think we are using, what color are we using? That makes it not showing. Okay, because of this one. Good. Now I will just manually scale it to my satisfaction. I will just scale this one. Yeah, I think it's big enough. Yeah, let me scale it up a bit. I think this one is good. On down. Okay, I think it's perfect. Yeah, you can use any font you want, but I prefer using pumping because it's pop. There are some clients that choose to use pumping. They will tell you use pumping font on my design because it makes design pop. Anyways, I'll turn this one on, and let me turn it off a little bit. Okay, yeah. Let's see. So I would go to my rectangle and just draw a rectangle to the, let's say I had a little bit to the text. Okay, let the text be showing a little bit. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. And I'll just change the color to, we'll change this color later. Let me just put it in this color first, and I would turn this one on. Let me bring the rectangle to where the text is, under the text. Yeah, so I will right click on our image, duplicated image, and click mask. So now we see what our image. So I will then double click on this icon to change the color of our rectangle to let it at least match with our background color. I think this one is perfect. What I will do next is to create a layer mask on that rectangle. Create a layer mask on the rectangle. I'll go to my brush and make sure your flow and opacity is very low. Yeah, I think this one is okay. 68, 68, 66. And I will just click on the edges alone to make it transparent. Can you see? Just to make it transparent a little bit, just the edges, don't touch any other thing, just to make it a little bit transparent. I'm just clicking, I'm not dragging, I'm clicking, I'm not dragging anything. I think this one is good. Let me see. Yeah, this should do. So our image is now out. You can just go to export and export, and that is the end of our image, of our design. Sorry, till next time, my name is Jude Design, and you can leave a follow if you like this design, and there are many more coming your way. And peace out. Bye, Gary.